Good morning and welcome to Monday's Market Outlook here at Top Gun Options. Known as TGO, I'm Wiz Matthew Buckley. I'm the Chief Options Instructor here at TGO. And interesting developments over the weekend. China's president went to the southern province that's kind of been really getting hit pretty hard by this trade war, and also where the president's more or less, sailing our United States Navy right through the middle of, quote, China. Because under Barack Hussein Obama, China expanded their border 600 miles into the middle of the Pacific, as Barack Hussein Obama did nothing. So what helps a country that's economy is imploding? We saw the GDP a couple weeks ago under pressure, and we're really starting to see some impact of this trade war. So what's the best way to divert against away from people's economic problems? Let's get ready for war, baby. So the president of China down there throwing on a uniform, as a matter of fact, that was interesting, and telling his troops to get ready for war. So here we go. I've often said trade wars can turn into shooting wars, and the president, at least on this side of the Pacific, ain't getting dovish anytime soon. He said last week, and we're not even talking to China. We're not going to talk to China until they come to the table with something serious. So this is going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better. Parabens, Brazil. Nice job, man. Bolsonaro won 55% of the vote. Conservatives' win signals a sharp rightward turn in Brazil. This is great news, man. And I love the headlines. New era of hard right politics and this and that. God forbid the guy wants law and order. God forbid the guy wants to liberalize the gun laws in Brazil. The only people running around favelas with guns are the bad guys. You know what stops a bad guy with a gun? A good guy with a gun. So he wants to liberalize gun control or gun ownership. He wants to drain their swamp. Good luck. He wants to and bolster their economy and their stock market, man. So the Brazilian Trump, I think, is a great thing for Brazil. What's EWZ doing today? It's up was up 2%, up 1.5% right now. We covered with our members weeks ago. I said, hey, man, this dude's going to be great for the Brazilian stock market, the Bovespa, and this thing's seen a rip-your-face-off rally since I covered it with my members. We talked about it right here. And today, that's in what, a month-ish? Let's just say a month. It's the EWZ is up 20%, 23% in a month, and this goes higher. I think the Bovespa sees a rip-your-face-off rally like U.S. markets saw under Trump. I think that's still good to go. While we're on it, before I move on from China is set to go lower here. The PBOC had soothing words about a week and a half ago, and we had this little pop, and I said, sell into it. Sell into that pop. Their soothing words aren't going to do anything, and even if they inject a boatload of liquidity, the market's not going to see that as a good thing, and we're heading lower. So good bearish trades on China, very good bullish trades on Brazil. Today, we're off the highs, so this rebound to start the week, we're officially living in no man's land underneath that. Well, this is no man's land between the 50 and 200-day moving average. We kind of bounced off the the May lows here and trying to hold it. This is what this is going to look like. Remember, markets take an escalator up and they take the window down, man. We took the window down, so it's going to be a grind to get back up to this 200-day moving average. It's kind of a magnet right now. We're getting pulled up here. This is a positive sign. I like this rally to kick off the week, but a week is a hell of a long time. This is good. So about half the S&P companies are out of their blackout window, so they can do what? Start picking up some stocks at a discount. So don't forget about this. This is a very bullish sign here that stock buybacks stocks can start buying their shares back, is what I'm trying to say here. So should be interesting. I got to be honest with you, only about a quarter-ish of S&P companies mention the word China or tariffs in their earnings. 75%-ish of the S&P 500 didn't say boo about the trade war. So earnings were pretty good, man. I got to be honest with you. That's why this pain here is self-inflicted, man. This was the Fed. And check out what's happening this week. This is dangerous, and this is why you're a member here at TGO, so I can brief you on this stuff. Nomura came out with a note today. Beware Halloween's massive Fed liquidity withdrawal. The Fed is getting ready to pull, what is it, 80, where is it, 88 billion or close to 100 billion out in the immediate future out of the market, man. That's not a good thing. So I get that the stocks buying back their or companies buying back their stocks are good, but the quantitative easing being unwound is not good, man. This is bad. So again, the president is kind of crazy like a fox to criticize the Fed for not only raising interest rates but getting rid of their balance sheet. Do one of those things, man. Don't do both at the same time, or you're going to see this type of crap, man. This type of implosion. So we'll get PCE, we'll get payrolls. The ISM, Bank of Japan's got some announcements along with the Bank of England, and we still have a lot of earnings. We're almost done earnings, and we've been looking pretty good. Like I said, it hasn't been bad. But we'll get payrolls on Friday. That's kind of the big thing for this week. Along with some PMIs out of China, I'll be watching to see that. So net, it's good. It's obviously good that we started the week with a little bit of a rally here, but we'll see if it holds. It seems like this every day 2:00 fade into the close has been the norm. So we'll see if we hold this, and it's still not looking good for the FANGs, guys. Look at Amazon. Amazon's down here, man, 16.24. This wild day on Friday, followed by it was a 100-point swing, essentially. It got down as low as 1601, as high as 1698, 99, kind of almost 100-point swing there, and settling to the down here. I think it's over with for the FANGs, guys. If you want to throw Amazon in there or not, great, but I don't think it's done for Amazon. I still think this time next year it's a $3,000 stock. But for the rest of the FANGs, government intervention's coming. We've really pulled the veil, so to speak, off these limousine liberal companies like Twitter, Facebook, censoring speech. You want to look for collusion and interference in an election, you look no further than this. How about this jackwad, Barack Obama? I posted on Twitter the other day a nice picture of him and Louis Farrakhan. The biggest anti-Semite on the face of this planet is Louis Farrakhan. Just 9 days before the synagogue shooting, he called Jews termites, right? And here's this tweet. I represent the two who have come to end the civilization of these so-called Jews of the synagogue of Satan. And, of course, I blasted him and President Obama like, hey, man, are you going to disavow this guy, Nation of Islam leader, who thinks Jews are cockroaches and should be exterminated from the planet? Not a word from the president. He former president, he sent out some bullshit tweet about how he stands with Pittsburgh and blah, blah, blah. Obama hated Israel, hates Netanyahu, hates Jews, just like Farrakhan. So it's atrocious, man. And I get the president... sometimes isn't as graceful as he should be, but the man's right. Down here in Boca Raton, there are guards in every synagogue. They have police cars out front, even if they're dummy cars, and they got armed dudes inside. What stops a bad man with a gun? A good man with a gun. So thoughts and prayers go out to the folks in Pittsburgh. But if you're a Jew in this country going to worship, or anybody going to worship, there's crazy people that want to kill you. So, all right, guys, I got to get going. We have an 11 o'clock weekly options brief. I will see you there. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge.